Hello there and welcome back to Foundry. Yes, we're back on good old Foundry, going to be continuing where we left off last time on a single play, of course. So let's get that loaded up right here. I have been playing a little bit, kind of off camera. Just I had a little side project going, nothing to do with the actual main game. So the only thing that happened that you guys didn't see was uh, was the research getting completed for whatever research that was. Not the whole entire research tree, just the one little bit that had active research. The other thing that you did not see is I was making steel because we had filled up on our science boxes. And I really wanted to get the bigger boxes in there, and that requires steel. So I made a little steel factory over here, which is pretty simple. To make a steel factory, you get your coal ore or your ignum, I think it's called, something like that. I always forget. We'll just call it coal. You get your coal here, and you bring it down in a line, and you bring it to your crushers. So you want coal and you want copper, which is this stuff here coming in. Well, not coming in. You'll see one in a minute. So we got coal and we got the copper, and that goes into the crusher. The crusher then crushes us up, and it makes this stuff here, which is the xenoferrite ignum ore blend. So then you get this ore blend and you output it onto a belt. That then goes into a smelter, and the smelter then turns it into steel. And it's roughly 1 to 2, but sometimes the numbers don't always work out, which is kind of weird. But it is what it is. So I kind of put 3 on there, just to make sure that they had the xenoferrite ignum ore blend, or the copper and coal. Iron and coal. Sorry. Not copper, iron and coal. I need that is iron. The orange stuff is iron, or the copper colored stuff is iron. Whatever. Yeah. So that then makes the steel. The steel then goes into this box, which is a much bigger box. You can see we got the smaller boxes just have the 1 line, and these bigger boxes have 2 lines. So quite a bit of storage there. And then it goes into this box, but you can see it's empty. That's because right next to it is a pipe factory, which this is why we needed so many smelters, because they're only 10. They only make 10 per minute, and we need 30 per minute to make pipe. So we've got a whole bunch of pipe in here. And then I went around and I removed all of the small boxes. There's still a few lingering around that I didn't get a chance to replace, but these ones are now foundation. So now we have 6,400 foundation times 2, which is what's that going to be, like 12,400. 12,000. No, that'd be 12,800, wouldn't it? Because it's 6,400. So yeah, that would be. That'd be 12,800 foundation just hanging around. And it's pretty easy too if you've got it set up to where you can just replace the box where you have at least a 4x2 space. You just replace the box. You don't have to replace the inserters or anything, because they'll automatically reconnect, which is really nice. So we got all that foundation, and then I upped this box as well. So now we're up to 16,000 of these decorative blocks. As well. So also we did finish making as much as we could as far as explosives. Again, tiny box, it's fine. These ones really didn't have the space to expand. Not that it really needed. I don't really need a bigger box anyway of explosives, but we got regular explosives in here, the charge explosives, and then you've got you got that. So, and then we've got our technomore, which is our copper, essentially. Don't know why the copper's blue. I never did understand that. Whatever. Just the way the game is. So yeah, and then I was making go over here. Again, another box I couldn't replace. There's not enough room in here to really replace it. I mean, I guess I could have put it here, but it doesn't really matter at this point anyway, and you'll see why here in a second. So here is the Here is the science pack. So now we're on a dual box. So we've got 200 extra of the red, and over here we've got 200 and a bit as well extra of the blue. So now we can do research without having to worry about because I've made so much. I've spent a few hours on here doing my little side projects. So let's get our research started. Let's do wall-mounted power poles. Because I'm going to do every research. That is my goal for this game, is to do every single research available to me, as well as build the city, of course. But there's that. So the one thing that I've been saying, yeah, you'll see in a moment, that time has come. We are out of our iron. We have ran out of our iron, so we're no longer making plates. I quickly, when I noticed that we ran out, I quickly changed this to an input, so that my box wouldn't just empty out of plates, because you need plates to make machines and stuff. We don't have stuff making machines yet. We don't have machines making machines, so I stopped that. Same with the rods as well, just in case we run out of rods, or run out of copper, essentially. Who's over here? I changed this box as well to a mega box. So I like these mega boxes. These are cool. The storage boxes are definitely unique, and I would not have it any other way, to be honest, because these things are cool. I really do love them. But yeah, so we need to go find more iron. So that's gonna be fun. Grab out my scanner. So that's going to be the plan for the day. Plan from yesterday was going to make a little steel factory, so we'd have steel, which I did, and then that ran us out of iron. So we need to scan the map for iron. I wonder what these resources are. So we've got this resource here and this resource here. One of these might be iron, so we'll go take a look. Let's see. Yeah, that's over in the forested area. Actually, this one's the oil, if I remember right. What's with this random hole? Is this a hole, or what is that? It's just a bit of stone? Huh, I don't know. Let's go check it out. Let's keep on scanning. Yeah, see, this is the oil, I believe. Yeah, this right here. I believe this is the oil. I do remember seeing a pump jack on Dragon's game, so... Oh, there's a bit of ore up in the mountains. Oh, look at this. Let's see. Those are Technomore, okay. So what's to the left here? Is this more oil? Or this is more oil? I'm not standing on top of it. Yeah, I'm like right on top of it, pretty much. Just about. There must be something deep underground. We're going deeper underground. I can't scan for it, so it could be oil, who knows. And then we've got this one over here, which I would assume is probably more oil. I guess we'll find out. Because it's got that same spot like this does. It's got that same dark spot, which is probably like a... Actually, I don't know. I'm getting closer. Yeah, more oil. Look at this. Oh wow, it's a good patch too. So we got some pretty close patches of oil. I mean, they're not super close, because there's the city, but... Alright. So we've got more mineral rock. Okay, so we're out of iron completely. Wait, we got some xenoferrite ore over here. Across the way. We'll have to go and take a look at that. Yeah, unfortunately, this is all mineral rock out here. it's all mineral rock. We'll keep scanning and see if we can find any closer, but looks like our next iron mine is going to be further away from the city, which is fine. We're gonna have we'll eventually have like transport of kind, either that or it's gonna be belted, one of the two, and we'll make it look somewhat nice. So, okay, what's this? Oh, I scanned it, but it didn't tell me what it was. Xenoferrite. All right, this is a big one. Mining force required. Oh. Okay, so this is unreachable. Oh yeah, I remember hearing, or I remember seeing something about this, or reading it, or whatever. That when it says it's unreachable, what that means is it's below a certain amount of ground. So there's height levels in this game where, or sorry, there's deepness levels in this game where you can't go past a certain point. So you'll mine a bit of stone, and then you'll hit a certain bit of stone that you can't mine through by hand. So this is below that. So you need mining force 1 required, or mining force 1 in order to dig through that whatever it is. Unknown resources. We got some more oil over here, or something. There must be a couple of minerals. I know there's oil, but I don't know of anything else. So, but we do got some xenoferrite, so that's good. Which is right here. Looks like it's in the. I was gonna say it looks like it's in the water, but nope. Nope, we're good. Okay, cool. That's gonna be a long. It's gonna be a long ways. I'm gonna do it all in Foundation, by the way, so that I don't have to run. Well, we can't run power poles anyway because I don't have the ability. But yeah. So we're gonna dig this sucker out, and then we're gonna put some foundations. We're gonna need a crap ton of belts as well to get it back there. Yeah, I'm just gonna dig this all up. We'll see what happens here. Alrighty then, and there is our wall-mounted stuff. Let's grab our pumps. Go. Okay, we now have pumps, which is very good. Let's do the tanks. Start research. We can store liquids with those tanks. Yes. I'm still digging this out, by the way. It is taking a while. Alrighty, and that is the next research done. Still digging this out, by the way. But it looks like we're on to our very last research, which is to unlock the green science pack, which is going to unlock a whole host of cool stuff for us for later. So let's get that one going, and keep digging this out. Alrighty, and there is the last bit of research that we can possibly do. Everything else requires green. So what does green require? Let's find out. It requires advanced machinery parts, concrete, and pipes. Okay, so we're already making the steel pipe. We're not making the concrete, but that's where the mineral rock comes in, and then we'll be making steel, which is going to make the advanced machinery parts, which is then in turn going to make us green. So that's actually not too complicated, because all we need is concrete. We don't need like oil or anything like that yet, but that is part of that. So interesting. I'm still digging this out, by the way. Almost done though. To what I want, so I'll be back with you in just a moment while I dig this out. Alrighty then. Well, I've got it fully dug out, at least to what I want anyway. I'm going to build walls out of this as well. Kind of like make some retaining walls, I think. This is a pretty decently sized node, if I do say so myself, and I do say so myself, so there. That works there. Okay, just putting up some walls here. That'll work. Okay. There, perfect. Okay. So yeah, it did take a while to dig out. And you'd think, oh, well, is that it? No, this is only half the node. There's more node down there. Well, it's a little over half-ish. It's like right close to the middle, though. So yeah, this is a pretty damn good node comparatively to the starter nodes, which is probably, if I had to guess, is probably somewhere around somewhere between half and a quarter, or half and a third. I'd say it's closer to a third of this, and this one was pretty deep down there. So, and that is what she said. So. Anyway, I don't have the miners built, unfortunately. I'm just going to destroy this dirt as well. Just go ahead. Yeah, that'll work. We'll have to go get some foundations. We'll have to go get some belts. We'll have to go get some miners. I'm going to plan on putting 8 miners on this node here. 2 per corner, roughly. And then getting it all belted out. We need 4 belts of iron coming in, so that'll work there. It'll be pretty crazy, but it'll be worth it. Hopefully this will last much longer, at least as a node. So, the only thing is how are we gonna get this out of here? Which way is the city? It's to our west. Okay, so looking at the arrow here, let's see if north is actually north on the map, just to make sure they didn't do something funky with it. So I'm looking north right now. Okay, yeah, that is north. Okay, so it's west. Xenoferrite ore. There is xenoferrite ore, but it is unreachable. It's right next to or right underneath our base. Of course, we need the mining force 1 required. I didn't realize that was there, to be honest. That is going to be very deep down there, though, because you need mining. You need resource available mining 1, or the whatever the heck. But it does work. I'm going to remove this so we can continue that line. Okay, right there. Perfect. All right. So that works there. So yeah, we need to go west. So I'm gonna have to pull. We're gonna have to pull out. You know, because we don't want anything happening. We can't plan for in the future. I'm sorry. Jeez. Okay, so we have to pull all of the ore out this way. That's what I meant to say. People are like, sure. All right. So I guess we got to dig this out now, which is not going to be fun. So I'm gonna put the lifts. Oh, this ain't gonna be fun, is it? Because you can't. The distance that allows you to dig isn't very far. So if we're standing here, we can't mine right above us, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is, I suppose. And of course, with this, we're going to have to do like that. And I think I have some lifts, yeah. So let's go slope up. So this is basically what it do is be a 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're doing 2 miners per belt, and that should cover us for a very, very long time. And then, yeah, and then we'll put a retaining wall along there as well. That'll work. But yeah, this will be fun. Give me 1 moment to dig this all out. Alrighty then, I finally got that trench dug, and got the foundations up, which look pretty good so far. So good, yes. I still never went and got rods or anything. Damn, forgot. I just so focused on getting the belts out of there and up this lift. Massive lift, by the way, because we don't have elevators unlocked yet. That'll be the next thing. It's getting those damn elevators. Alright, so now we just got to run this belt line. The reason I've made this so wide is because I plan on adding more belts in the future. Like, what is this? Adding that, or, you know, what is this right here? Like, that's crazy. What is that? What is that? What the hell, man? That's a big node of something. It's like 4 boxes, you know? With a lot of these, they're like tiny little boxes, like not even a full square of ore, and that obviously that isn't representative. Doesn't represent. There we go. What to say that doesn't actually represent the size of that. So, interestingly enough, no idea. But yeah, we're just gonna run our belts down this way, all 4 belts, and if we need to add more belts to this line, or if we need to add more belts from other resource nodes, that's just fine too. And then when we run out of iron, if we can still use this for other belts of other materials and whatnot. So that's that. Now we just gotta, like I said, we just gotta get this all the way back to the city. This is gonna take a lot of belts, and we're gonna end up running out of iron eventually. So hopefully we can get this back there before that happens. Yeah, it is gonna take a little bit. Just a little bit. And yeah, we'll just dig these sections out here. And then we'll go up as well. So, like this. And dig out all this other crap. Just run our foundation to the next. Yeah. So I'm running this for a few reasons. One is for the belts, because putting belts on foundations does look much better, at least in my opinion. But also I'm running power, because the foundations carry power along with them. So looks like I might just dig these out and just go straight, because there's the city there, and you can see it does go back down. So it'd be kind of pointless to go up for, you know, like 5 blocks, then go back down, and then go up for 5 blocks again, and then go back down. Or stay up at this height and then have to go down anyway. Might just dig that out. Whoops. There's something there. It'd be nice if I could run, like, if I could run belts sideways as well. Like, say I take this and I run it down this way, right? And then I pull it, and I could run like all 4 belts at once. Something like that would be pretty cool. But yeah, this is going to be more iron than we could need for a long, long time. But like I said, it does look good when it's on a foundation. Because then you can run like I said, different resources and such. We could run pipes, you know, that kind of stuff. Let's see. So we go there, 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 and then just like that. And more belts, more belts, more belts. Cool thing is you could run these belts backwards. You don't have to run it with the length of the belt. It's wherever it's pointed. It's much like Factorio in that aspect, which is actually a really nice feature. You pick you have the direction. It looks like I dropped the paint roller, doesn't it? I just noticed that. It looks like when I switch from the paint roller, it looks like I just dropped the paint roller on the ground. It's like I have multiple arms, almost. It's very strange. It should just automatically switch, I think. Or like put like there, like it's doing there, where I put the thing down before the next thing appears. And I think they need to work on animation timing a little bit. That's just me though. That's a personal thing. That's not it's not game breaking or anything like that. I know that right now they're just wanting to fix game-breaking bugs and whatnot. And hopefully they stay true to their word that they're going to take feedback from the community and make the game better. Because I know there's a lot of people giving their own thoughts on the game and stuff, so it's just one of those things. But yeah. Alrighty then, that didn't that didn't take forever at all. Holy freaking crap, man. Woo, buddy. Check out this. Gotta hit the map view. So we go up here. I don't know why these turned black. They are fully revealed. So it's not like they're underground or anything. I don't understand. But whatever. You can see that the rest of the lifts are all orange. But yeah, we got the belt going all the way this way, and we haven't quite finished it yet because I'm out of belts. Well, we got 3 out of the 4 belts connected. Also, I expanded the logistics floor as much as I could. I still got a little bit of foundation left, but yeah, it's a mess. So basically, the reason that this goes like this here is because I do plan on eventually bringing that iron all the way around. When it goes all the way around here, to then go up to our little spot that we're going to actually start making the iron in. But that'll happen when we I just wanted to get our temporary factory up and going again. But there's the iron right there. If we actually go there, see, that's the iron. So the iron and the coal, which that black block is representing coal, is next to each other so that we can make steel as well. And then over here, obviously being the Technomore, the copper. And then we've got the mineral rock, which is the limestone, which is going to be the concrete factory up there. So, but yeah, we still have quite a bit of Technomore here, and then we've got more nodes over there to the south. So we're pretty good on Technomore, I think. And we're almost out, but I'd imagine by the time this one runs out, we'll probably be building up on the city anyway. Oh, jeez. And I fell in. I hate when this happens. Because it's a pain in the butt. So that. Okay. So yeah, it is quite the mess over here. But yeah, I'm out of belts completely. Actually over here. This is the box of belts right here, and it's completely empty, so it's unfortunate. I might take that opportunity to actually make a bigger box. The only problem is I don't have any steel, so we'll just have to. And I, like I said, ran completely out of foundation. 12,800 foundation gone, so it is gone, and we're out of plates as well. We're not completely out of plates. I could release this box for plates, but I want to keep those plates so I can make other stuff. Also, the xenoferrite ore or the iron ore that was right here is now gone. I just filled in the holes, so or just covered the hole with foundation. So let's go hook up, or not hook up, but let's go clear over here to our new mine. And let's get those miners set up so we can start sending the xenoferrite iron. We'll have 3 out of the 4 belts at least. So, but yeah, let's get that going. Let's do it. Well, this spot's going to be interesting, I would definitely say. So, let's throw this down. Yeah, this spot's going to be a little bit interesting because it's because these corners are pretty tight. You can see it's going to cover most of that node, at the very least. I think what I'll do is I'll export it out the back, just because of how close it is. We need a spot of 2 going, or at least a spot of 1 going, well, 2 going all the way around. But like I said, we're going to have 2 per corner, so But what about this one? This one's going to be the interesting one. I didn't exactly give myself enough room. These have no power. Why don't we have any power? We should have power. We should have plenty of power. Hold on. So we're definitely sitting on all 4 foundations. I've definitely hooked this up. Oh, I haven't actually connected the, I haven't actually connected that yet. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to fix that. It's interesting because I haven't, I didn't think about fixing that yet, so. Looks like we'll have to do it this way. I got it. We could put this one on the, no, wait, no, we can't. Okay, never mind. Okay, so if we output here, let's say. Oh, I don't have any belts. Oh, crap, yeah. Hold on. Well, this line is disconnected anyway. It's not complete, so we'll grab some belts from this specific line. Because that way I can make more conveyor belts since we're out. I could have grabbed some rods and stuff, but yeah, these bots are going to have a field day with this, though, once it gets going. Okay, so that's going to be this line. And like I said, I was going to output this one here. And we're just going to connect it like that. Yeah, a little bit awkward in that spot, but it's a little bit tight on this side. So those are the 2 miners feeding that belt. So then this one is going to be drug over here. Do that. Okay. And then this one's going to be interesting, or we'll see how this one works out. So I wanted to kind of cover it like this. Kind of like that-ish. Just that corner is really tight because it had all the belts in it. So, and I imagine the other one's going to be just as crazy. Dang it, I'm out of belts again. Okay, we're gonna have to go delete some more belts. Don't worry, once we get to making belts, it won't be like this the whole entire time. I just didn't realize how many belts it was going to take until we get to that point. So hopefully that probably won't be enough either. Let's remove it the next section. Oops, let's delete that lift. I don't want to delete the lift. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that's enough. Let's go ahead and head on back. Alright, then back over here. I'll just throw that there. And yeah, these are going to be running at optimal speeds for a long time because rather than my previous setup where they were set up above the node or at level with the top of the node, this one, the reason I dug it out so much was so that we could be roughly halfway. So then when they're digging, I don't know which way they're going to go. They're going to dig how they're going to dig. Obviously, I don't have any control over that, but when it does get going, it's going to start sending it down. I don't know how they're going to mine, but at least they'll be able to mine like this whole top section within relative speeds, and then if they move on to the bottom section after that, then it'll be just as good. So yeah, we'll get these ones set up. So this one, I'm going to stick right in this corner. And then we'll stick this one. So this one was actually pretty nice to set up, so not too bad. And then we'll stick this one here. And we'll stick this one here. Much like that. There's a lot more room on this side. Just that one corner was like really tight. That's what she said. You know how it goes. We'll mine it there, and then drag this along. And then this one I'll go here. Oop. We might just have enough belts. A little bit extra, but it's okay. Go there. So those two are hooked up. Okay, so this one needs to go here, and then it'll line up with that one. Okay. Perfect. That will work. So I'll just keep all of those belts completely full once it gets going, of course. And then for the rest of these belts, I'll just put as much down as I can, and then we'll head back to the city and get this connected. So basically, the logistics layer that we're connected to at the moment, from the city, is actually not connected to power. The logistics layer and where the power is in two completely different locations. So it's like, oh, whoops. But hopefully we can get this done. Then we can get our steel, and then we can go to town on finishing up the power plant and stuff. But this was a major goal of mine, was to get iron going as well. So. And yeah, once we're done with the temporary factory, this iron line is going to go this way instead, just to get connected up and whatnot. And once we're done with this whole project, then we'll move on to the actual building of the power plant, which is going to be the steam generator power plant. I think that'd be a good goal to have. And I know this, and again, I know this is not. This is not great, and maybe we should we could set up a temporary factory to actually work with the ore better, because we do have the crushers now. It might be a good idea while this is empty to fix that. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is the logistics layer. This is the layer that has power. So all we should have to do is just go over here. Bang. And that should get us our power. That should be connected now. We should see a jump in power consumption. Yeah, a little bit of a jump, because nothing's running right now, so now we're actually burning fuel again. And yeah, it would be a good idea to take this, and let's remove this. Try not to remove what we don't want to remove. There we go. And we can do this the better way. We can get this going the better way. So I'm actually going to release these plates now that we will have iron coming in. We're going to center that so it splits up. And that should get stuff going once more, because we're going to have iron coming down this belt very shortly. So. Now we had 3 smelters, right? I'm actually going to move them a little bit further away. Oh wait, this ain't going to matter. I should probably remove all this. Let's just remove these belts here, just to make it easy on ourselves. Oh, and you know what we could do? Hold on. Why don't we just do the... Well, is it too tall? It might be too tall. Nah, it's too tall. I was thinking about moving it up to this level. That way at least we can start. Yeah, you know what? We'll do it. And then we'll just belt it on down. Okay. Before that iron gets here anyway. Then at least we can, like, you know, do stuff like this. It's like I've been wanting to do that for a while anyway. Make flights of stairs. Stairs, essentially. Okay, well, if we're going to do that, we're going to have to expand this as much as we can. I want to grab some more foundation here. Oh, that kind of made that useless, didn't it? I'm going to remove all the foundation right here. There's a lot of foundation to just cover up and whatnot, so there we go. Do that there, and this is our main connection, so there we go. Oh, there's the first bits of iron finally making it over here. Of course. It's like this is all going towards the further build anyway. We're going to leave a little bit of space to actually slope down to actually connect, because I'm not going to, you know, obviously I'm not going to fully connect or fully cover over everything. So anyway, this is how once you get the crusher unlocked, you should be doing this anyway. So we'll go ahead and do that. And yeah, how are we gonna do this specifically? We'll just make something, and hopefully we'll have the belts to make it work. How we doing on plates? Okay, here in a minute I'm gonna shut this off because I don't want to lose all of this. Stop using the top line. I don't know why it's training like that. It's fine. Alright. So then coming down the line, we could do the crushers this way, and then do the smelters this way. That'll work. We'll just do some rearranging. It's fine. I'm gonna do this all kind of just, you know, not really any plan. So we had 3 smelters doing it, right? So we're going to do 4 smelters. So we're going to do 2 crushers right in line like this. Then we're going to configure these, of course, and they're going to do the xenoferrite ore, which it takes the rubble and then crushes it, further refines it basically, so we get more out of it. It's like this is just a better way of doing things anyway. And actually, we should probably do more, but I'm not really sure if I want to do more right now. Well, because it's not a full factory setup, so that's fine. All right, so that's gonna end up doing 80 of the dust. Now I can't remember. I did this on my other single-player game that I was messing around in, which we're actually further than my other single-player game right now because we've done all the tier 2 research, and that other one I didn't quite get there because I was just waiting around. The small smelter takes 6 seconds. I wish it would tell me what it was, because the smelters you're not able to see that, so I think it's still 1 to 2, right? But then again, I don't know when it comes to the rubble itself. I guess we'll just have to hook it up and find out. So okay, that's fine. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And then I just like to space it out a little bit. Okay. So there's that one. So yeah, we'll have to
remove some belts here. Oh, crap, forgot to turn off that box. Oh, and just in time, too. Alright, turn that off. It actually kind of backed up the lines, so that's a good sign. We'll have more belts, so we can finish that fourth line. Of course, now you can see that we've unlocked the third one. There's the third research there, which we're not going to be able to input anyway. So that's not very many belts, but 156 should hopefully get us what we want to do here. We also got to bring some xenoferrite down here so we can make steel. Some iron. Whatever. Okay. So we'll run it this way, and then into here, and we're just going to put this and this like this. And then we're going to output out the back. Like this. So it's one in, one out. And then it's going to be input, 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 input. And then again, one in, one out. So output, 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 output. Alright. I'll change all those so I know which one's which here. Those are all inputs. These two are outputs. Alright, I guess we'll find out. I'm actually going to connect this line up temporarily, just to find out. I want to find out what the ratio is, so I'll even configure these yet. Okay, what's our ratio? So 20. We need 20 in. So 2 makes 40, this makes 40, so it is still 1 to 2, even with this. Okay, good. Now I'm just going to run this line. So right to here. We'll run into there. Call it good right now. So again, these are going to be outputs. Output, 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 output. And then one more time. I'm running out of inserters, so let's go make some more. This is why I didn't want to empty my box yet. Because I still need to hand make the inserters and such. So come back over here and grab some rods. And then what I like about this game and say like Factorio and stuff is they don't ever, when you're making things, they don't ever account for your inventory being full when you go to crate something. It's going to craft it, and then it's going to hold it in a separate inventory, the crafting inventory that you can't see or access. It holds it in there until you have free space. So, and then that's going to immediately fill that up. So that's what I like about it. A lot of games that I had that have similar crafting is they always account for, well, you can't craft because you don't have an inventory slot to put that thing that I'm going to craft in. You don't have a slot for that, so we're just not going to make it. It's just like, Okay, we'll just make as many inserters as we can possibly make. And that will work for that there. It's just it's always just such a pain, such a fight. Let's see, yeah, we have the inputs. Okay, hold on. There's my inserters. I was just like, where'd my inserters go? Bang, bang. Okay. So now that we know this works, this line goes here. And of course, we'll have 4 lines of this, and that will work. Go down once more. Our outputs. Input, 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 input. Is what I did on my other single-player game, and it actually works quite well. So, so these are outputs. These are inputs. Yeah. So output, output. We got inputs, 4 inputs, and then 4 outputs going that way. And this makes our plates. Should be making plates here in a second. There's the plates, and then we're going to combine these 2 belts. Because what's the output rate on these? 30. So 30, 60, 90, 120. So 240, and that is a Mark 1 belt. So that's why we're gonna go ahead and combine these 2 belts here. Then we're going to go to this spot and we're going to remove this foundation here. And we're going to go down. And then we're going to... We could go down even further back. Like this is the closest. Okay. And what we'll do is have slope down. I guess to there. There we go. Oops, one too many. One too many. Okay. And we're immediately going to make this one curve. Let's get that foundation back. Okay. That one goes in there. Okay. There's our slopes. So now we're actually feeding our we're actually feeding our factories again, which is nice. I am going to put a balancer right here. I'll put a balancer here as well. And like I said, we got to make 4 more lines. 4 more lines. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Okay, that looks good. Alright. Yep, that looks good. We got enough rubble coming in, belts staying full on all accounts. Yeah, buddy. This one's not, though. Oh, because this one's empty. Duh. I got this one set to output directly to this side. Actually, that doesn't matter, does it? No, that one does not matter. Yeah. Now that I look at it. Yeah, that one just doesn't matter. It would matter here if we put it here. Put it after the fact. Actually, we should probably do that with all of these. Well, actually, that one's not going to be able to, but... Okay. So then what we do is we say, this one outputs, these 2 output directly to this line, and if this line's full, Then you can do that. And then this one, the input priority being... Oh, that's fine. Okay, it's not a perfect science right now. Let me go grab some more belts so we can finish that last line. Looks like everything's starting to back up though, which is good. We are starting to work once again, which is awesome. Okay, which one's going to be used the least? This one's probably going to be used the least. That one's going to be used the most, that line. So what I'm going to do, so I'll go over here. Whoops. One too many. Okay, we're going to throw a splitter on this one. I am going to put the output priority being this side, because we definitely need the plates more than we need the steel. And then, yeah, it looks like it goes down right here. So we'll remove that, just like there. Was it 3? Can't remember. I think it was 3. And what I'm going to do is I am going to go this way, just because I want to leave this ramp here. So. Okay. That goes there. That goes there. It's just temporary, again. Just temporary. But then that'll bring the xenoferrite, the iron ore, that'll bring that way. As well, so. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna throw some lifts on this. Tired of jumping. Tired of jumping up on it, so. Okay, so that'll work there. That'll work there. So now we just got to fill in the rest of those belts along this line here, which is a few different spots that I didn't manage to get finished. Yeah, this has been a long one for me, because there was a whole lot of nothing. There really was, man. Good thing I got music to keep me company. Music or a YouTube video or whatever you want to do, or whatever I want to do, I should say. Yeah, this game as well. Like, if you're ever like building in this game, and you got like a music library, you can throw on. It's definitely worth it, in my opinion. Throw on some music, because it is interesting. To have music while you're building this, or it's not interesting. It's fun because it just, you can kind of just drown out the work when you're listening to some good music. Of course, me, I like rock music, so I listen to a lot of that. Rock music, and whatnot. So. Let's see, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I don't like all rock music, of course, but a lot of that stuff from the earlier age is a lot of fun for me. There goes the iron ore. Yeah, everything's stink full down here. Look at these little bots. They're going for it, man. They are going for it. And look, beautiful sunrise. Heck yeah. And we got our iron ore here. Going all the way down. Finally. Alright, since that's going, I'm actually going to throw some. You can see we're running out of ore here. I mean, it's not going to be so bad. It'll fill back up, but I'm going to run some balancing here. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove these 2 lines right here. I've done this before in my factorial thing, and if it works anything like factorial, this is going to work real well. So we're going to throw 2 balancers right next to each other, right? And we're not going to set any settings for them. But then in front of those, we're going to throw a balancer right here. Just like that. And then in front of that, we're going to throw another 2 balancers. And then we're going to then put them like that. So, and you can do this with as many lines as you want, just kind of alternate them. But go from like the outside to the inside or the inside to the outside. Doesn't really matter how you do it, to be honest. But I like doing it this way. It takes all the lines and it goes, okay, this line is, say this line's not getting as much as this line's getting, then it's going to then balance out between that. And then if this line is not getting as much as this line is getting, then it's going to balance over. And it can go back as well. So if it's balancing this way, it can go balance back. But basically, these two are balancing inwards in a way, and then it's balancing between those two, and then it's balancing back out. And of course, you can set it that way too. You could be like, okay, I want this one to do inwards balance, and then it's going to balance between those two, and then you balance them back outwards, like this. And then what you do is you do the input like that. So, and you can do it that way, but I generally don't set them because it'll fix itself. So it's not like it's a big deal if you want it specifically balanced away. But that's all 4 of the iron lines. You can see them all moving, and this one's the one, remember, connected to steel, so it should be working. So let's go ahead and head back to the city, and let's see how the steel is doing. And look at this. Look, everything's working like it should. We got our crushers going, we got our smelters going, and this is a pretty good idea of doing this because it's just like, well, you know, we're going to be using up more iron, so why don't we use less of it to make all of our stuff? So, yep, and everything looks good. So we're going to output as well on this. Now that our box is back to being full, we can put that back on output, and everything's working just fine. This one's a little slow, or is it just working? It just works, yeah. In the name of Todd Howard, it just works. Yeah, that works there. We could put this back to regular balance, and it will. Yeah, let's just balance it all to the same. Okay, and that works there. And then we've got a balancer between these two. Okay, so we're actually making way more iron plates, but because before we were making, we had 3 rows of 4, which was 12 smelters. Or sorry, we had 4 rows of 3, which is 12 smelters. We had 3 rows of 4. Or sorry, 4 rows of 3. There we go. Yeah. And the smelter, oh, we're not getting enough, aren't we getting enough? Is one of these not set? No, that one's working. Why are these not working like these should be? All the rest of the ones are set. Why is this one not backed up? It should be backed up because the plates aren't even getting used. Yeah, it's not. Every now and again you run into the situation. And it's just like, what is going on? Why is it not putting out the amount that it needs to? Why are all 4 of these full? Some of them, no, they're all running the same rate. So what is going on here? Five and then 0. So we have 6, 6, 5, and 0. I mean, we did just get it running, but it should be going further than that. I mean, we could shut this down and let it kind of back up, I suppose. And hopefully it should. I mean, it's going to back up anyway because we're going to run into max plates, but yeah, that is strange that it wasn't backed up before. I mean, of course, all this was already set up, so that might have been the case. We just let that back up a little bit. And that should do there. Okay, but yeah, for not bad, it's not bad for the amount that had to move over from all the way over here. Pretty big node as well, so we're going to be using a lot of that. But anyway, back to our math. So we were making, actually, with the current or with the old recipe. If we actually look at this, we were using this recipe here. I don't know why it was yellow, it's just weird. We're using this recipe here, which is the xenoferrite ore rubble and the technum ore rubble, which was making one, which actually is making 20, not 30. So then it was doing that, so that was kind of the thing there. Alright, we should be able to turn this back on now. Okay. That'll just go on to making, so anyway. That works there for all those. So we were making, what was it, 20, 40, 60, and then 120. So we're making 240 plates per minute. This one is 30, 60, 90, 120, 120, 240, 360, 480. So we're making 480 plates per minute now, which is quite crazy. And of course, these are going to stay empty as we use them up. You know, we had a lot of stuff that was out of material for a long time, and the factory just has to get caught back up. So, as well as we got to make all the foundations, all that stuff wasn't. All that stuff is now running at full speed. This is running. We got our steel going. Oh, that was not there. Huh. Whoops. Point me back to the part of the video where I had done that, because that is hilarious. And just, I looked at it like, that's not possible. Why would that place get placed there? I'm like, I'm the only one on here. It's a single player game, I'm not hosting, so. And I never was. Oh yeah, we are running out of material already. Oof. Damn, that is pulling it fast. Almost needs its own belt. Can we balance this to make it work better? Can we like pull from one of these other lines? Not really, huh? They're all working at the exact speed now. Is this ever going to back up? I guess what we'll do is I'll put priority this way. And hopefully this belt will get full before that runs out. Of course, I think I still have some in my pocket, yeah. So that'll help. We gotta get this belt backed up, though. I don't know if it's gonna back up. We might need... Oh, hey. I think we're starting to back up. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now we're starting to back up. Yeah, the only problem is... Okay. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to run a splitter on this one. And then do this. Oh, and as soon as I do that, it just starts working. Well, we'll leave that there. Of course, what we'll do is we'll prioritize to the left where it's actually... but if it ever does run out, then we'll have that. So yeah, this belt's going to be going quite a bit. It could barely handle what's being pulled on it, so... Very nice. I am liking it. Everything's working really good. Once again, factory's back up and running. Meat's back on the menu, boys. I'm actually getting kind of hungry. I've been here for a while. This episode definitely did take it out of me. But yeah, and then like I said, next time, now that we got our factory up and going again, we got our steel. We can start replacing boxes and stuff like that once, because we're actually making a little bit more steel than we need for the pipes. That was my intention. I did intend it to be that way. So, and plus, once we back up on pipes anyway. But now that we got our steel going, we can finally. We can finally do our power plant, which is going to be over in this section right here. And then, of course, we're going to have a bridge and stuff that goes across there. Hopefully they give us a water bucket or something so I could fill in that partial lake thing. Also, that river right there. Hopefully we can get that done. But anyway, that is going to be it for this episode of Foundry. So like I said, yeah, next time will be hopefully power plant time, or at least getting stuff ready to do the power plant and whatnot. But yeah, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.